Okay, I'm over here at the Gainslinger pit over here with Kevin from Wiseco Performance Products. Hey, good afternoon. Welcome to our nightmare. You having a good time this weekend?
Having a great time. The weather out here is perfect. Everything's been awesome. It's always a really fun round to be out.
Great turnout too, man. I'm checking out, looking through the pits. There's not a available parking place for at least another block or two, huh?
Yeah, glad I got here early because there's no way I'd be parked next to our booth down here. So.
Very cool. Now, we're welcoming you on board this year for our 2020. Yeah, starting to make a good showing. You're starting to get some good interest with all of our racers.
Yeah, absolutely. It's always great to get out here and talk to the people that are actually out doing it. You know, whether it's we've even had some people that were out here last weekend for the ATV side-by-side weekend, and it's always good to talk directly, get the feedback. You know, educate people. There's always information to provide, you know, on parts that we have that people might not know about or answer questions, and it's a valuable relationship for sure.
Good stuff. You're here till the end of Sunday?
We'll be here through the end of today, and then got to make the trek back home tomorrow afternoon sometime. So.
Okay. Well, glad to have you on board, and definitely welcome you to our WORCS Racing family. And I look forward to seeing you the rest of the year. And we'll get a chance to talk with you every time. But in the meantime, how can people find you on the website?
Just go wiseco.com. Simple as that. All our contact information is on there. You can give us a call. We have all our tech experts on hand. Inventory is at our location where we make all our pistons and all our parts in Ohio. So yeah, just wiseco.com. Follow our social channels, Wiseco Piston Inc. All the main social channels, Instagram, Facebook, even TikTok, all that good stuff. Yeah, that's it.
Great stuff. Hey, Kevin, nice to meet you and good talking with you. And first of many, that's for sure.
Likewise, thank you.
Okay, Kevin over at Wiseco. Let's get Karissa Purczynski over here from Gainslinger. Come on, hop on over and join the party. Oh, there you go. Come over to this side. Hey, Cameron, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good, Chris. How are you?
Doing good, man. Just back up just a little bit, get in the camera. Okay, so Gainslinger just come on board this last year. You just put the racing team together and started grabbing some racers. But what's the concept of Gainslinger?
Yeah, I mean, our whole thing is out here is really to be a rider development program. You know, there's teams, you know, traditionally kind of look for people that have enough of a base to work with, and basically our motto is we don't sign people that we might get referred to as talented. We sign anyone who is willing to work hard and do the work, and people that show a lot of passion and grit. We think we have a hunch that might be able to take us a little bit further, and so that's what we're out to do, and we're willing to do whatever it takes for as long as it takes.
Something completely different. You know, a lot of the other race teams don't even think. Yeah, they go and train. They go to the gym, and they go to the track and try and, you know, burn some laps in. But the whole nourishment and all the proper nourishment and how can I say, the exercise for all the muscles and everything else, and then doing it as a team effort on top of that. That's a good concept.
Yeah, you know, we like to think so. You know, nutrition and just conditioning plays such a huge, you know, part of, especially off-road racing. These tracks are brutal, and you know, I know a lot of the top pros. Obviously, they have great programs. There's some great trainers out there, but you know, we train as a team. You know, we keep a close eye on every single rider, and you know, we like to look for weaknesses and areas that's easy to improve. And you know, we have Dr. Heidi out here with AMP Sports Med, you know, doing recovery between races to make sure our racers have everything they could possibly need to go out there and perform.
Yeah, especially if you're running, you know, well, back to back, you wouldn't be able to do it. But if you have a race in between, you can run on over here, have Dr. Heidi go and push all those muscles back into place. And you know, I'm huge promoter of you know, doing hot tubs and jacuzzis and that. And too bad you don't have one of those here. But on top of that, Dr. Heidi pushing on the muscles and massaging everything into place. That's a good concept.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we get stuck in such a limited position when we're on the motorcycle. I mean, we move, but we really don't change our position that much. And in doing so, you know, you kind of develop a lot of long-term problems in doing that. So addressing those is super important, not just for performance, but injury prevention as well.
Great deal, man, on top of that. Hey, name all your team members and what classes they ride.
Yeah, so we have a pretty solid lineup this year. In the 450 Pro class, we have Cole Zeller, number 39. We got Michael Del Fonte, number 7. And then I myself, most of the races, am racing the Vet Pro class, and then in another series racing the 450 Pro class. Then we have Eric Danowski out here. He's racing 250A and Pro-Am. We have Sean Danowski racing 50 plus and 40 plus. And then we have Karissa. She's our first time racer this year, racing C class, and she's really been making a lot of strides, you know, just kind of proof of concept of when you put all the training together, what's possible.
Well, and then the whole team effort and support. Each one of you, and I've seen this past year, you're all rooting for each other, supporting each other, and helping each other along to bring everybody to a whole nother level.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, and it's not just, obviously, the riders are only a small part of this team. You know, we have, you know, the Zeller family, Barry's out here wrenching on everybody's bikes. John Del Fonte is out here just putting in amazing effort, and the same thing with Sean Danowski. It's really amazing to have a team that can come together like this and, you know, accomplish something in such a short amount of time that, you know, we actually didn't even think would be possible.
Yeah, I remember, I think it was the middle of last year when you really start putting things together. And then you had Cole coming on board with your team at that point. Now all of a sudden the Danowskis and Mikey on top of that come on board. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. Obviously, they're all great people. You know, the vibes around the pit are always good. You know, we have our hard days for sure, but, you know, we try to keep it positive. And remember, at the end of the day, we're out here to have fun and, you know, put our full heart into this and, you know, hold nothing back.
Cameron, always great seeing you, and wish you were racing that last Vet Pro race. It would have been a lot of fun. Yeah. But in the meantime, yeah, you need to race all the rest of them. That's sure. Show your colors, okay?
That's right. Yeah, we'll be back out there.
Now, besides Gainslinger itself, you have some other support from other industry?
Yeah, oh my gosh, we have some great sponsors on board. Obviously, you know, working with Precision Concepts, they're helping us a ton. But we have TDI Refrigeration, DC Building Group. Obviously, O'Neill's out here helping us a ton. EVS for Clues Clutch has really stepped up this year. I mean, there's so many of them. It's really awesome. We have Westpac Avocado. Yeah, it's like no other.
Really good talking with you. Cameron, on top of that, welcome to our WORCS Racing family. You guys are getting solid, got a good foundation going. Wish you all the best of luck for 2022 and for the future coming up, and we'll definitely promote you as much as we can.
Really appreciate that, Chris. Thanks.
All right, Cameron Purczynski with Gainslinger. Thanks a lot, man.
You bet, Chris.
And with that, I'm going to let's talk to Cole Zeller over here real quick. Cole just jumping up to the 450 Pro program this last year, and you're thinking, yeah, I can get out there and mix it up. It's a whole different animal on those 450s. Those 450 Pros are fast.
Yeah, no doubt. These guys are so gnarly, and there's just very little that separates everybody from each other, and it's been a learning curve for sure. It's been a lot of work to get where I am, and I'm inching closer every race. So.
And what's your best 450 finish so far?
I had a P6 in Taft last year.
Yeah. Well, if you need to step up, we got a couple more really fast 450. I mean, look at last weekend, Justin Haft got third, you know. That's pretty gnarly. And Cole's really showing his colors on top of Dante.
Yeah, once he figured this off-road game out, man, he has been on top every single weekend, and he's been a tough competitor.
Now, you coming from the motocross world as well, along with Cole Zeller, Cole Martinez, and Justin Haft. Now, your biggest change in your program to go from the motocross to the off-road?
I'd say just being patient. This year's a little bit different, but coming from moto, I was so eager to get after it, and wasn't very patient in times I needed to be patient, and just made a lot of mistakes. And once you figure that out, and you have the fitness, it's pretty similar.
Well, we wish you all the best of luck for this year, and looking forward to watching you climb up to the ranks and hopefully make podium fairly soon. Because you're getting there. You're getting to get some good starts and just hang in there. It seems your endurance is getting a lot better too, and that's probably because of your Gainslinger program.
Yeah, they've done everything and anything they could do for me to level up my fitness, and yeah, like I said, there's so little that separates us, not time-wise, but there's little things that make up the biggest difference in time, from 10th place to all the way to first place. It's we're getting there. We're trying every weekend, and it's working. So
Keep up the good work, man. Good talking with you, Cole. Wish you all the best of luck both today and the rest of the year.
Yep, thank you.
Okay, that's Cole Zeller, our number 39. No, it's your turn. And we got a new racer that's coming into our realm. You just started racing. This is your first weekend racing?
This is not my first weekend. I started in Idaho, actually, in August. So it's about my 9th race now. I started pretty hard and hit the ground running for sure.
Your name again?
Karissa Purczynski.
And are you the wife of?
I'm wife of Cameron, yeah.
Okay, very cool. Now, when you were thinking, coming into this racing world, you've seen, of course, all the racers up to this point, and you're thinking, man, maybe I can do that. And then when you first stepped over that threshold and become a racer, what was the biggest difference between watching and racing?
That's a great question. I don't feel like my transition was as crazy as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a lot more emotional, and I'd have to deal with a little bit more kind of overwhelm, but I didn't. I practiced a lot before I started racing, so it kind of just felt like I eased into it pretty well. But I'd say the biggest difference was just the length of time and the intensity. Having to deal with racing for over an hour or over 45 minutes, when you normally do 10, 20 minutes in practice, that was a big change.
And you're having an awful lot of fun with it, huh?
I really am. I'm having a blast.
Once you get that fishing hook set into you, it's hard to get it out, isn't it?
It's not coming out.
Well, really good talking with you. We wish you all the best of luck. Now, what races are you doing this weekend?
I just did the women's C at 9:15 this morning, and tomorrow I'm doing the 25-plus junior vet.
That's a busy class, too. We're looking at a page and a half full.
Yeah, it's been nuts. WORCS is a lot more people than I'm used to, so it's fun.
Okay. Well, let's get Dr. Heidi over here, too, for a wrap. Oh, there she is. Hi, Doctor. Hi, I'm Chris, and nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. How's it going?
Good. Now, you've been busy. Here, come on over just a little bit here. Now, you've been pretty busy just working all those lumps out of those muscles, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
How long have you been doing this?
So I've been a doctor for actually since December, so I'm actually pretty new. But I've been a certified athletic trainer for the past 5 years. And then before that, I worked with San Diego State football team, a little at UCSD, also all their sports medicine departments. And now I'm here.
Wow. Now, working with the football team compared to working with our racers, what's the biggest difference?
I'd say this is a lot more technical skill, I would have to say, actually. And just working with those athletes, how committed they are, and with everything that they do here. And it takes a lot of work to get to this point, and a lot more skill, in my opinion. So.
Now, taking a look at the Gainslinger program on top of that. Now, one of their biggest items is targeting nutrition. Now, that comes into play with a lot of the stuff you're working with as well.
Oh, yes, 100%. So by joining their team with Gainslinger Human Performance, it's adding another layer for the athlete and really combining all-around health for the athlete, having the good corrective type of exercise, the good body work, the nutrition that is needed to just be able to perform 100% out there.
Wow, great concept, man. Well, looking forward to digging a little bit deeper into these muscles and finding out what you got going on here. But Heidi, really nice meeting you and talking with you. We'll get a chance to talk with you some more often and bring some of the other pro riders up into this mix. And you're in a lot of trouble now, you know that.
Right. I know, they need it though.
Anyway, anybody else that helped you out with your other, now do you have another program besides Gainslinger?
So not currently. Gainslinger is the main team that I sponsor. I am actually located out in Temecula, California, so inside the self-made training facility, inside AMP Sports Med. So I'm kind of like an independent contractor of that area. So I'm a little bit familiar more with the motocross industry as my dad's kind of more involved in it. So I kind of grew up around it, and I wanted to finally give back and do what I do to kind of help all the athletes out there.
That's awesome. Well, this is, when I heard, our last round that you were here, helping out with the massage and everything else. Yeah, I did a little bit of massage here and there, but when you get to the professional level, there's a lot of really neat little pressure points that release stuff, don't they?
So not only do I do the soft tissue, I'm also a chiropractor, doctor of chiropractic. So I also do adjustments, scraping, all the stretching, mobility work that we kind of all need. So.
Definitely. In fact, I was sitting up on the bluff over here, and I turned my head just the wrong way, and now I can only turn it about that far. So I'm gonna have to go check you out here in a little bit.
100%. Come on by.
Anyway, hey, over here at Gainslinger, talking to these fine folk, and make your way on over, talk to Heidi, talk to the Purczynskis and the Zellers and the Delfontes, and of course Heidi as well. And thanks for coming on and being a part of our WORCS Racing family. It's a lot of fun, isn't it?
Oh yeah, it is.
Okay. Now, of course, the kids that we're going to go and interview. Well, we got Cole, and we got and we missed the Lens because they had to go out and go racing. So we'll just have to do this another time. With that, beautiful day at Lake Havasu. We're doing the tail end of the program instead of the beginning of it. We're looking at probably mid-70s. And hey, who do we got here? Come here. Hold on, turn around. Look at the camera. What's your name?
Logan.
Hi, Logan. Did you ride already today?
No, I race at 2 o'clock.
Okay. Well, you ride the WORCS series on a regular basis, right?
Yeah.
How you doing in the series? Back up just a little bit.
Good. I have first right now.
Yeah, first in point. That's cool. And anyway, well, thanks for coming by and talking with us, and good luck today, okay?
Thank you.
Hey, so back to our little recording. It's going to be on the podcast. It's going to be Chase the Checkered Flag. Of course, kind of a weird deal this weekend. We couldn't do the live streaming yesterday like we usually do. We will be doing live streaming on our Fridays in the afternoon, but we had some technical difficulties this week. We've got to sort it out. We're recorded now. This will be on the podcast and on our WORCS YouTube as well. So with that, looking forward to a great turnout. We're looking probably about 1,400 entries. Fantastic vendor row. Lots of people here this weekend. And if you're not here, you're missing out on a good one. So with that, thanks for being a part of our WORCS Racing family and joining us here today. Chris Johnson, out.